Hello, hello, hello. So I'm starting a little early because I want to make sure the lighting is going to be okay. Although I've got as much lighting as possible, I don't want the weird motion capture. I think it's all right. Alrighty, so I'll start napping even though everyone's not here yet. I got a bunch of root beer to nap. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna use Mike Tuff's boppers. Hey, Matthias is here. Tommy Taylor's here. How's it going? Not sure which ones I want to nap. I got root beer from Danny Collins. Root beer chert. Yep. I'm in my house. I got a lot of lighting, as much as I can tolerate. Hopefully everything will work out. All right. Well, that was not good. Let's see what happened there. Natural crack. Uh-oh. You might not be able to see because of the glare. Too much light. So yeah, it had a natural crack in it, but still usable. It's not right here. It's not night here. Nope, not today. Sam, great to see you too. All right. What am I going to do? I got to center myself. Yes. Okay. So if it's really light colored, like if it's got cortex, we're not going to be able to see much, but I think otherwise it's okay. Who else is here? That's it. We got 10 people watching and like 4 people commenting so far. It's not 2:00 Eastern time yet, so don't worry. I mean, I'm not worried about everybody showing up. We're gonna go 2 hours no matter what. Yep. So this is raw chert. Some of the tough stuff from this batch. The stone is going all over the place in my dining room and in my kitchen. Oh yeah. I had a fun time cleaning up last time. This one is a 10-ounce bopper from Danny Collins. I mean from Mike Tufts. Let's see. Good afternoon, Justin. Tommy Taylor says, need a good deterrent for Asian beetles being took over by them. Oh, dang. I don't know how to take care of Asian beetles. DAK, hello from Michigan. So I'm working on raw chert. This is root beer chert from Danny Collins. Yep, it was a gift, just a bunch of nodules. So we're going to go rock to point. He did test the nodules, though. There was some flakes sticking off already. Let's see. Cloud Dragon Arts, hello from Nebraska Panhandle. Stidley Designs, hello. Everyone's showing up. Can we see the translucency? I got a bunch of lights on me, so hopefully it'll capture the motion without having a lot of weirdness. I think that was a problem before. Not enough light. Keith Ricketts, chert, the whole thing is switch stage. Yes, it is. I gotta be very careful because I had to hit this really hard. Yep. Flakes are flying. They'll probably end up in my bathroom too. I did not close the door. I got all the windows open except for one. Well, all the curtains open. I got 3 lights right in my eyes. And the sun is out mostly. So hopefully we got no problems with capturing the motion. And hopefully the microphone is doing okay. The kitchen and the bathroom are done. Yeah. Done for. I found flakes up in the sink last time. The sink's only like 4 feet away. Yeah. Fun days. Fun stuff. Chert everywhere. That's why I won't nap obsidian or glass in the house. Yeah. You'll have to wait for a regular video for that. If you wanted to see that. Front view is front view. It's all the same angles. Everything's the same. With just slight tweaks. And the slight tweaks you can't tell from the video. Okay. Nice. I can be precise. This is nice. I can be precise. Until it starts to wear out. Yeah, good. Let's see who else we got here. Camera's working great. Awesome. Good. Because if I had to add any more light than this, I'd be dying right now. Let me open the door because it's still hot. I don't know if it's the lighting that is making me feel sweaty or it's the stone. It makes me nervous when I have to hit this hard. Last time I checked, it was like 38 degrees outside. Oh, I can check on my phone. 37. Let's see, almost 80 here in Kentucky the past 3 days. You love it? Hey, Michael. Michael loves the heat. I don't like it. Jeremy. Oh, Jersey Jim Fish. Howdy from South Jersey. Hey, I'd like to see you do another Sloth Slayer. Yeah, except I can't do it on live stream. It requires too much focus. I can't be doing intricate designs or difficult designs like the Sloth Slayer and look at comments and work raw chert at the same time without messing it up. No, I can do it and mess it up. That's not a problem. But yeah, I can do another Sloth Slayer, and I was going to do one out of that Georgetown that I got from Lofton Lithics. In fact, I am going to do one from that stuff. Yeah. Or if I can find a good sized piece of chert long enough for that Sloth Slayer point. Can you see, or is it getting all mixed up with the glove? Oh, dang, look at all the comments. Clint Stoner, going to be almost 70 for the next 2 days. Dang. 70s and 80s with a breeze is perfect, says Michael. I don't know. Hello from UK, 7 degrees here, 7 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's more like it. Or centigrades, 7 degrees centigrade. Right now it's 37 here in Vermont. It's going to be near 80 in West Tennessee, says Tommy Taylor. No, I don't like it. Hey, Don Tower. Styly design, 67 in West Virginia. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I like my seasons. I like winter to be winter. There will be like 90 degrees and 95-degree days here. But we only have a month or two of that instead of 6 to 8 months of that where I used to live. Let's see. Bent Creek, Stone and Steel, howdy, howdy. Beautiful and windy day in Texas, says Ricky Williamson. Awesome. Windy. We got the wind a couple days ago. Yeah. All these little branches everywhere on the ground now. It's going to be fun raking that stuff up. Right now, everything's just a bunch of mud. And it's half snow and half mud. Yep. I'm using one of Mike Tuft's Boppers 10-ounce copper cap with a lead filling. And I don't think this one is removable. Some of his Boppers have removable. I don't know what that one is. Anyway, where did everything go? I don't have that one. I don't have the one I was going to use. Anyway, I got one of his pads that I'm going to use. I trimmed it down a little bit. I cut the ends off kind of at an angle. I got to get my sander out and sand it down. Anyway, it works good. All right. What am I going to do with this? This is actually a nice piece of root beer. Yes. Am I usually out this far? I'm usually not out this far napping. What's my usual stance or usual position? It's like right about here. I'm out here because I can just quickly use the mouse to check everything. Keith says 76 here in Central Florida only because it's a cold front just came through. Cold front? That's not cold. Clint Stoner, I heard an old timer once say that if you can't nap an arrowhead out of a large marble, you're not napping. Yeah, I suppose. Alan Cole's here. Hey, everybody. Your friendly reminder to smash the like button. Yep, see, Alan Cole's the one that reminds everyone to do that. We got 25 people here and only 8 smash the button. There's a lot more people that could smash it. Yeah. I'll let it slide if you don't have an index finger. As you get older, you get injuries and stuff. So if you don't have an index finger to smash a like button, I'll let it slide. Yeah. Yeah, this stuff is not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I'm napping out here. I usually sit up like this, a little bit like this, and then nap, but I got to keep bending over too much. Let me see. Yuri, hey, if you were born 1,000 years ago and be chased by a bear, you could pick up 2 stones, hit one another. Wow, perfect flake. 50% of bears would run into the forest. Oh no, again, 50% would sit. Interesting. You think bears would be interested in watching you nap something? I don't know. Can you see? Okay. The rock is wanting to be tough. So it started out as a nodule similar to this, but it cracked on the first strike. I knocked a bit off, but the rest of it seems okay. Yeah. Yeah, nothing better than to have some cooperation for a change. Mhm. Yeah, when the stone cooperates, it does stuff like that. Yes, it does. Cats watch people working. Yeah, I think so. Clint Stoner, I'm good at. Keith says I'm good at making a marble from an arrowhead instead of the other way around. Yeah. Keith, Clint says I haven't mastered that just yet. I'm still in the dust phase of my napping. You can abrade really good, right? Get the abrading down just right. How's your napping coming along? Oh, I can abrade really good. That's the first step, actually. It's starting to develop a slight curve because I took too much off right here. So I got to fix it. Dang it. It's all curve. It's starting to get a curve in it. What's the priorities when you start getting a curve? The priorities are work the ends and take the curve out by working the ends. But no, you lose length that way. No, don't do it. This cortex back here anyway. I had to lose that cortex. Man, this is so much tougher than obsidian. There we go. You can't really see the play-by-play far away, but you asked for it. You can't see exactly what I'm hitting. You might be able to get a little bit of the angles. Maybe a little bit. Figuring out how I'm straightening it. Gotta take off little bitty, gotta take off flakes like this. Get the tip straightened out. Try to get all the flakes from the side without taking too much off the tip, and then get it straighter. Yeah, it's straighter. Hey, $10. Yuri gave me $10. Yeah, it's uncooked chert. This is raw chert. It's root beer chert. Like button is calling out to the wannabe nappers, says Keith. All right, what did I miss? Let's see here. Alan Cole says, while Patrick is napping, I'm finishing up the neutralizing step on a XXXXL winter coat Eastern Oregon Coyote. Oh, that's a triple extra large winter coat Eastern Oregon Coyote tanning solution will be the next step in an hour. Well, dang, what is a triple X long or large winter coat Eastern Oregon Coyote? I mean, what's it look like? Is it red? Is it gray? Is it mixed? Is it mostly dark? Is it kind of a lighter color? Great material for a Montel point. Yeah, someone wants a Montel point. I might do it. You see, like button is calling out. Okay, I read that one. Clint says, exactly, Patrick. No, I'm 4.5 months in. I'm definitely going to challenge myself to nap a point from my marble. Yeah, there you go. Buy one of those pieces of glass from Hobby Lobby, the aquarium decorations that come in these pieces of glass that range from this big to like that big. Get the bigger pieces of glass. They're all rounded and very difficult to break into without breaking the whole thing in half. So yeah, I'm napping raw root beer chert. So far, so good. To get a Montel, I need a 6-to-1 or better uh, ratio on this. The Montel base that I have, it's mine. I think it's an 8-to-1 width to thickness ratio. I don't know if I'll go that thin on video. because it's hard to do it on video. On a live stream, I mean, not on video, a live stream. Are you making those curved points to shoot around trees and corners now? Jim Cooper wants to be a smart aleck. No, I don't shoot around corners unless it works, then I can try it. I've seen some of those trick shots where they shoot around these obstacles and then hit the target. I don't know how that's done. Lighting must be good. You solved the matrix. Yeah, there's no more matrix effect. Although these lights are killing me. Yeah, too much stimulation. Let's see. I got this light right in my face, and then I got two lights up here that are those big shop lights. So yeah, I feel like I'm drowning. Let's see. R. Snyder, Alan is here today. Great to have him here. I won't have to ask everyone to smash the like button. Yeah, we got a good amount of likes. Like it was at 10, and now I got a bunch more. It's 18 now. But commenting, I think, works better. Let's see, Clint says, Patrick, do you get into making eccentric items much? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't like them. I don't like large points. I don't like a lot of notching and eccentric work. I basically like blades that are 4 inches and smaller. Just blades, simple points with simple stems. Because I'm into the functionality. I like to use the stuff. I like to go outside and use the stuff. And I just don't get it on video because to set up a video outdoors is a little more involved than doing it indoors. So I wait till the weather's better. I'll be doing more demonstration of actually using this stuff when the weather gets better. I couldn't last year because I had to take care of my dad all day. So, but now I'll have time to set stuff up. Yeah, I'll do more outside work with actually utilizing these and shooting points at targets and stuff, and then analyzing the damage and all that good stuff. I'm still using the same 10-ounce bopper on all this stuff, but it's getting to the point where my accuracy is starting to suffer a little bit. So I got that little step right here. I can get rid of that, but it gets worse as you go. Yeah, so accuracy is suffering when it starts to get like that thin. With me anyway. Some guys, their accuracy gets better over time, but mine starts getting worse. So I have to switch over to indirect percussion. Let's see, let's try a few more big hits here. Yeah, that's the way it should go. See that? Nice. Yeah, like that. For some reason, right there on that spot, it didn't cooperate. What did I miss? Let's see. I was thinking about sandwiching the marble between a rock and a hammer, but in my head, but it cracks in half. No, if you have a big old round nodule, you can go outside, put it on the ground. What I do is I just hit it on the ground until it develops a little pocket and set it in the pocket, and then smack it directly on top of the sledgehammer, and it usually breaks it in half. It might take more than one hit, but that usually breaks it in half. Hey, Don, I need another one of these. If you're still watching, see how it got all thin enough to break? Don's the one that knows about this coarse abrader. Maybe you can tell him, Don, because everyone asks me, where did you get that big old fat coarse abrader? If you're still watching, Don, let people know what it is, what it's called. You don't have to tell them where you get it. Just let them know what it is, because people die when they don't know what it is. I can't stand it. I don't know what it is. I'm going nuts and crazy. Yeah. So help people out. Let's see. Looks pretty sweet. Heavy coat, white belly, black and gray dorsal on the coyote skin. Heavy coat, white belly, black and gray dorsal. Very wolfish, wolf-esque. Brown only on the ear tips and distal legs. 6 feet from tip to tail. That is a wolf, basically. Yeah. Dang. 6 feet. See, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to do that. $5 from Alan Cole. Following Yuri's lead. Thanks for the entertainment. Oh, you're very welcome. Yep. I'm glad it's entertaining. Oh, you see that? It hit me right in the glasses. This wants to be tough, I tell you. So yeah, Don, tell people what this is, this big abrader that you gave me. Is it an industrial abrader? Can you buy it from somewhere? Or is it the inside material, inside job type of material? Let's see. People switched from stone to metals. Are you thinking to switch to blacksmithing? No, I'm not going to switch to blacksmithing, but I am going to do some more work with bone. Yeah. What's better than stone? Bone. How do I know? Well, what replaced the Solutrean? Back in the day in Europe, there was the Solutrean, which was very refined bifaces, right? In some cases, not all cases. The Solutrean is not only refined bifaces, but let's just say, what did they replace the Solutrean culture with? Or what came in after the Solutrean culture? Does anybody know? Maybe I'll ask the question to you guys. See if you know. I already hinted at it. What could possibly replace such beautiful big blades that are so thin and got overshot technology? What could be better than that? That's the pinnacle. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see about the so-called pinnacle of technology. Everyone's thinking. Either that or the live stream ended. Everyone put on their thinking caps. And by thinking caps, I mean you're Googling it. Yeah. Google it. Get back to me. If you're not crying by now. How can the Solutrean be replaced by something like that? Doesn't make any sense. What happened to the chat? Crickets. Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. Yeah, see, now I'm finally getting some cooperation on that edge, but still, I got to switch over to indirect percussion because it's starting to get a little steppy. Even when I grind the edges, even when I'm following the advice, just grind it, man. Keep grinding, grinding, and grinding, and grinding. It works. Yeah. So they say. So they say. Let's see. Alan Cole says Snyder, Eastern Oregon has some pretty big ones. I'm lucky to know a trapper, and he saved me the 2 biggest. Aha. Yeah, you're lucky to know that, trapper. Jim Cooper says, I snuck off to make some breakfast, and I'm still here. Okay. I know you guys are sneaking off to doing stuff. I know. Yes, you are. Maybe you're getting the lawn chairs and the popcorn. Saving up your jokes, looking up jokes on the internet and saving them up so that you can cut and paste them into the comment section, into the live chat. No? Man, I got to come up with all the jokes. What's it? What is up with that? What's up with that? The only jokes I know is just talking smack about people. Not anyone in particular, just about people in general. Yeah. Sometimes people think I'm talking about them specifically because we might have had a conversation that was similar. But I'll call you out specifically in the live chat if I need to tell you something. Otherwise, it's just in general. Let's see. Keith says Google is a wonderful crutch that causes my brain to just simply melt away. Breakfast sandwich and tea. Jim Cooper says. Mike Mason, what's the blue? What is blue and smells like red paint? What kind of red paint? See, my brain just goes, let's see, we got acrylic, we got oil paste, we got tempera paints. What kind of paint? Because they all smell different. These kind of jokes don't work on autists, people with autism. Stylish designs, blade technology, yeah. So what, are you answering what happened to the Salutrian? What came after the Salutrian? No one knows. I just saw crickets. That was the worst episode of crickets I've seen so far in the live streams. I asked the question and everyone went silent. Let's see. Heard that Ice Age Europeans use sucketed reindeer antlers points. Possibly better point to haft on a weak spear and dart shafts. Well, Native Americans did that too. And it's not because of any weakness of the shafts. Why did they do that? Because it's easy. You don't know how easy it is, dude. No. You don't know how easy it is. That's why you asked that question. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot less time than try to search for rocks to knap and then to shape and then to mount. With an antler point, you just hollow out the antler. Well, you have to shape it and grind it a little bit. You cut it off the tip, like you cut the tine off, make sure it's straight, and then you just drill it and you just with some glue onto the end of a shaft. Easy peasy. And it works. Believe it or not, antler is heavier than bone. Let's see. What did the cowgirl say after her second rodeo? I don't know. Scott Lauer says, hi. Hello, everyone. I just got finished napping today and saw the live stream. Awesome. This ain't my first rodeo. Yeah. The cowgirl at her second rodeo says, it's not my first rodeo. Yeah. Now that an autist can understand. Yeah, that's what I would answer. Yep. That's funny. Did the other joke get answered? What is blue and smells like red paint? I don't know what that one is. Blue paint is the answer. Oh, okay. I missed that one. Yeah. What's red and smells like blue paint? No, what is blue and smells like red paint? Blue paint? I don't know. Depends on what kind of paint it is. All right. The thing that replaced the Salutrian was the Magdalenian culture. And the Magdalenian culture used only bones for their points. That was it. And it looks like, according to archaeological records, that the Magdalenian went to war with the Salutrian, and the Salutrian lost. Totally wiped out. Completely replaced by guys who were using bone tips. The Magdalenian, look them up. It's just like the name Magdalena. Magdalenian. Yep. So I'm going to get into making bone points. I have good excuse. I'm going to say, well, bone points back in Europe during one time in history replaced the best Solutrean, the best stone technology of the day. And not just because one population died out of disease or whatever. It looks like they had conflict and completely got wiped out. All right, let's switch over to the old trusty indirect percussion. That's as far as I want to go on this with the billet. Although I can go further if I want to take a chance. I could take some risks, but I'm not going to. Someone wants me to make a Montel. Let's see. Folks will use the easy peasy way of doing things. Yes, sir. What did my son say when he seen me napping? I don't need any more marbles, Dad. Ever see Last of the Dogmen, Patrick? Let's see. Great film, if not. Last of the Dogmen. I don't think I saw that one. No. Let's see. Thomas says, Pat, we make bone knives. Yeah. R. Snyder, hello, Scott. Just saw your newest post. I'll watch it after the chat. Yeah, watch the Dogman. I'm trying to think. Did I see a trailer for that? I think I might have seen something. But I haven't watched a regular movie in a long time. Nope. Can we see what's going on? I'm going to change the angle of the camera. Can we see what's going on? This is what everyone wants to see because they think that it's a big mystery or a big secret as to what angle I'm using. And the secret is there's not just one angle. Oh, no. It's variable. And I might change it at the last second or last minute. I'll seat it and then I'll move it like this according to what my subconscious is telling me, like, okay, this is a better position, or this might be better, that might be better. At the very last minute, right when I'm having the most focus, just before I hit, so I can do stuff like this. And so I can say, voila. See that? With a bopper, I can't do that. Not that easily. Nope. Some guy says, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what my problem is either. But I have to use indirect percussion for stuff like that. Yep. So if I want to make a Montel, I got to get real thin down here on the base and the stem. Yes, I do. The thickest part of a Montel is right where the stem meets the blade. It's right here in the middle. So I can't thin that part down too much. But I had to thin this other part down a lot. And got to thin the blade down a lot. I keep losing my abraders. What did I miss? Why do Canadian cowboys have sticky feet? I don't know. Maple stirrups. That is kind of funny. Ahab the fisherman. Hey. He says, hello, Patrick. Who's Patrick? I'm Patrick, in case you don't know. The channel is Jack Crafty. My name is not Jack. Although you can call me Jack, it doesn't bother me. Jim Cooper. Okay, R. Snyder says, Jim Cooper, that's my favorite movie. Yuri, cool remote control. Simplicity is the key. Jim Cooper says, it's a 90s film with Tom Berenger and Barbara Hershey about a bounty hunter who chases criminals who try to escape into the mountains, and then he runs into something that kills his latest quarry. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been a movie about something in the Stone Ages. Okay, let me think about that. No, I don't think I've seen that one. Not with Tom Berenger. Right? That's what you said. Yeah, I got to see that one. I got to watch it if I remember. And let's see. Jim Cooper says, and finds the back end of an arrow shaft, and an archaeologist tells him it belongs to an extinct tribe of Indians. Okay, so it does incorporate an extinct tribe of Indian type of thing in the plot. And let's see. Hey, Bushy's in the house. Frodo Joe is Bushy. Mike Mason saw that one. Ellen Cole says, three-legged dog walks into a bar and says, I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Someone in the back goes, you don't got a paw. Don't got it no more. Yeah, I'm artistically abrading it. Okay, I got to put a little bit of abrading into this. Get it ready for indirect percussion everywhere, so I can make a pass all the way around. I was going to do the ratio before I get it too thin. Oh, it's 58 millimeters by, let's see, by 9, 6:1. Yeah, a little bit better than 6:1. That's good. All right, let's just see. All right, let's try to do this and focus on two things at once. This is when it gets difficult. Mm-hmm. Step fracture. You can almost hear the difference in the strike. I think I got the green light on it on my. Yeah, that means that the noise cancellation is not on. I think that's what that means. So you'll be able to hear the strikes and the voice, hopefully, at the same time. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No, not like that. Dang it. See, when there's no flaking going on, there's usually incipients that they're flying around and they'll go in there, settle in that area that you hit where no flakes came out or no flakes resulted from that from that strike. And then they'll come back to haunt you later and mess up your Flintknapping. Mm-hmm. No, it's not doing it. It's getting it's getting steppy. I just tried to do a pass up this side and it's getting steppy. So I've got to change strategies a little bit. Spread these flakes out. Try not to do them too close together. Why does that help? I don't know. It just does. Dang it, that landed over there. Better not land where I normally sit for dinner. I don't want no flakes interrupting my dinner. Yeah. See what it does when it starts to get thin? It does that. Drives you up the wall. The flakes start to get sticky. There it goes. But it terminated in a step right there. So now I got to try to get that out because that's what everyone wants to see. On the real ones, they don't bother with those too much. You just leave them in there because they're smart. It usually ends in failure if you try to get everything perfect. Oh, what did I miss? Let me see. And let's see. Mike Mason, and they say man went to the moon in that movie. Was funny. Jim Cooper says it's a good one. Snyder. Let's see. Elvis isn't alive. Aliens don't exist, and there are no dog soldiers in the Oxbow. There are no dog soldiers. The Oxbow. Quote from the movie. Okay. I adopted a Dachshund with no legs and named him Cigarette. Jim Cooper. Careful. Don't want to spoil it for Patrick. Yeah, be careful. Don't make me mess up because I can blame you easily. I can blame whoever I want, and it's easy to blame someone on the live stream. Yuri says, most of my napping happens in Netherlands. When my kids dig a hole on the beach and found pieces of chert, I hit one with another couple of times. Break both and got my hands bleeding. Not giving up. Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up because of that. What are you napping right now? This is a piece of root beer. It's one of these nodule thingies. You missed it. Yeah. You missed the part where I made it this thin with 3 licks. Yeah. To get to this center of this Tootsie Pop. Really? No. You should know me by now. Let's see. Nappers see lots of blood. Yes, they do. Herring in the Netherlands is pure magic. I believe it. I miss having some herring. I don't know where it is. I looked all over the place over here. They don't have it. I got to go to the coast or something because they don't have it over here. Not locally. Or just order it, I suppose. Can we get a POV video with that good piece of root beer? Yeah, I'm going to do first person napping of root beer when I get to my regular videos this week. Yeah. I got a bunch of these. I'll be napping these on regular videos. I'm doing one on the live stream because someone asked me to do it. Can you do root beer on live stream? Can you do raw stuff on live stream? Something hard and also a Montel? If you don't know what a Montel is, don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry about it. You worry too much. Let's see. Those woodworking videos, plus the woodworking videos. Yeah. I am going to get some woodworking videos in here. It takes me forever, so just be aware. I meant don't spoil the movie for Patrick. Oh, I don't care. When someone says spoiler alert, I go, okay, bring it. Bring it. Spoil it for me, please. I want to know. And then I'll still watch the movie. Yeah. Let's see. I meant don't spoil. Okay. Scott Lauer says, my local museum has a socketed antler spearhead, probably very common. Yeah, it is. They were the most common point worldwide during the Stone Age was a wooden point, and then bone points, and then stone points. And then after that, fancy stone points. The fancy stone points were the most rare of all. What I mean by fancy? Nice stone, nice flaking, just nice shape, nice material, nice flaking, and nice shape overall. Those are very rare. The rarest of all arrowheads in the world during all periods of history. The most common is just a sharp wooden point. Let's see. How do I know this? I don't know. Lots of research. Okay. Keith says Patrick makes a good Mr. Owl from that commercial. Yeah. A 1, a 2, a 3. Fancy stone point, stuff you make, equals stuff you make. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I make fancy stone points on video because that's what people want to see. Are you dropping a video after the live stream? Today's Wednesday, right? Sometimes I drop a video after the live stream, but usually on Wednesdays is when I get my errands done. Because Monday I've got the auction, Tuesday I got my shipping, Wednesday I've got this live stream, but I usually do my laundry, my errands, all my supplies. I try to clean out my shop, but I might drop a video tonight. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling extra super energetic, yeah, I'll do it. But I've been cleaning up lately because the weather's better, so I've been cleaning. You don't want to interrupt my cleaning, do you? Or my laundry? You don't want to interrupt my laundry day. Okay. So getting into the middle here is going to be a problem. See how that is not working out? I got to figure out how to clear that middle out now. The same thing happened with another piece of raw chert. I think it was a piece of heat treat. I think it was Buffalo River, and I still need to get a pressure flaker built to take that one out. This one I'm going to take out with Knapping. All right, so let me take a pause here while I do it. You won't be able to see how I do it clearly because I've got to focus on this, and it's not going to be close up, and I'm not going to do the play-by-play. I got to make it more narrow. Then I got to take some risky shots, some very risky shots that I got to focus on. I got to focus on really, really carefully. I'm going to install a curve, and then I got to take the curve out. Taking that big crud spot is going to install a curve. Okay. Can you see? I can't see it all that well, but this flake here was hard enough. This hit was hard enough to break the whole thing in half, and that's what's required to remove that mess in the middle. But it installs a curve. See how I scooped it? So now I got to take some off the tip on this side and take some off the base on this side here to straighten it right back out. Hopefully, that's the plan. Not like that. So yeah, that worked out okay. See that flake? Right near the base. That trims it down there. Now I got to trim up near the top. Right? Yes. I got to trim other areas too. There's other lumps in this. Hold on. Yeah, a whole bunch. Let's see. What did I miss? What do the not fancy stone points look like? I'm used to seeing your stuff. The not fancy stone points look like this. Just rough. No serrations, no notching. You know what I mean? Step fractures once in a while. And ratios that are 5-to-1, 4-to-1, 3-to-1, you know, thicker than 6-to-1. Once you start getting past 5-to-1 with the thickness ratio, you're getting into the fancy stuff. Yeah. Those are rare. Okay. If you only see my stuff, you got to get out more. Yeah. You got to get out more. Can't depend only on my stuff. All right, so that was a risky flake. Dicey. This is a switch stage flakerings. Switch stage flakerings, because that can snap the whole thing right in half. See that? It's real thin right there. And people watch me at Knappings, they say, how can you even think of hitting that thin piece that hard? And I say, wait till it gets thinner. Yeah. Check to see how long your nails are right now, because you'll be chewing on them. You won't even know that they're going to get down to nubs. Yeah. These are nail biter flakes. Yeah, nail. They can mess you up because they can overshoot. But that one didn't. The best test of skill is to not get the overshot. Yeah. If you avoid the overshot, that's where the skill is, not in getting the overshot. I can get the overshot, but then I go, why did I do that? It messed everything up. Switch stage flake. I don't know if you can tell. I am starting to sweat. So if you're not that good at dealing with anxiety, I don't know what to tell you. Unless you're, some people are immune to anxiety, so don't worry about it. I'm not talking to you. Yeah. Don't worry about it. What time is it? 2:44? We've only been in the live stream 44 minutes. Let's see. There's a whole bunch of don't break flakes coming. Oh, yes. Powerhouse. My local museum has a nice artifact display, including a banded slate birdstone. Perfect. Awesome. Mike Mason says, last time I went to the deer farm, 5/6 of the antlers had dropped. About time to scour the woods for your free Flintknapping tools in zone 6. There you go. You better get out there quick because the rodents eat those antlers. Well, you probably already know that. Last time I went to this deer farm, let's see. Yeah, you said that. Repeat. I found a match. Let's see. Here we go. I found a match set of deer sheds last month. It was a big 9-pointer. Oh, dang. That's awesome. What's up, Wes? Andrew, how's it going, man? Got here late. You're only 45 minutes late. That's not too bad. We still got an hour and 15 minutes. Talk more smack, says Alan Cole. Yeah, that's okay, Patrick. I like it. R. Snyder says. All righty. So I'll try to pick a topic and talk smack about it. Yeah, I could talk smack about overshots all day, but I've beaten that one to death. Yeah. Anyone who talks about overshots being a technology is a goober head. Yeah. Goober. Nothing but goobers up in that noggin. Yep. Gotta. You remember that commercial about goobers and raisinets? Yeah. Gotta switch out them goobers for some raisinets. The raisinets are better than the goobers. Okay? The goobers are those little licorice ones. I'm pretty sure. You don't want them up in your noggin. No. Get some raisinets. What is he talking about? Talking about people that think that overshots are technology, when actually what they are is mistakes. So I took out the last of the nasty step fractures, and I was taking a lot of risk. Now I can start to think about notching this. Yes, yes. There's one more thick spot right there on the blade. Hold on. Can't think about notching just quite yet. Not quite yet. And I'll do most of this with indirect percussion because it's tough chert, and doing pressure flaking on this is a real hassle. Can you see what I'm doing? After all those hits, I should have been maintaining that better because I just produced a step fracture near the tip. See that one right there? Little crescent moon step fracture. Those will get me every single time. Where's the file? There it is. I'm gonna wear these down so I can get some free ones. Yeah. So who looked up Magdalenian culture? Who looked that up? Nobody? You're not gonna get to see the most awesome points ever made in the world. Most awesome bone points ever made. Talk about art and utility combined into one thing. Look at the Magdalenian points. Yeah. Now, of course, those are the fanciest Magdalenian points are rare. But man, they did a good job on those. Yes, they did. Amazing. And yeah, they carved them with flint. So they consider flint something to carve their stone, their bone points with. That's what they use the flint for. He goes, we don't need those stinking points. We don't need those stinking flint for our points. The flint is used to make our points with. Yeah. It's the other way around. We don't use bone to chip the flint. We use the flint to carve the bone. What are you talking about? Bone on the Flintknapping channel. You're so weird. He don't know me too well, do he? Did I do it? Oh, almost did it. That's supposed to go further, but that was okay. I'm trying to get it all nice and neat, but I'm thinking I'm going to install some more steps here in a minute. Yeah. I got to figure out how I'm going to thin that down right there. Maybe I shouldn't. Just thin enough. Yeah, thin enough. So I'll just start notching it. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. When in doubt, just don't do it. We don't need no stinking thinness. The base is going to be rounded for the Montels. How do I know? Well, I just so happen to have my little templates. There's my obsidian ones. This is what the Montel's supposed to look like. Do I fit it over this? Yeah. How did I know it would fit? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a mystery. It's a remarkable mystery. It's not as long as it is on the template. But the base is okay. But I don't know if I'll do it like that because these require a lot of focus and concentration to put notches in that deep. But I'll try. Yeah. I shall try it. Okay. All right. Yeah, plus it's really thick right there. I might be able to thin it down a little bit more. But it's risky. Every time I get into a situation where I might be able to do something there. What that translates into is I might be able to do something that I shouldn't do because of my break. Yeah. Oh, gosh. It looks like it will break. Yep. All right, what do we got? What did I miss? Goobers are peanuts. They are? I thought goobers were. Oh no, good and plenty are the licorice. I'm sorry. Yeah, the goobers are peanuts. You're right. Somebody's older than I am, or went to the movies more than I did. Let's see. Congrats on the matching set. What matching set? Andrew says, I had an Abba Zaba a few days ago. What's that? Keith, chocolate covered peanuts is the goobers. Okay. That's awesome when you show the flake pop off. Love it. No, you're welcome. Yuri says, when someone becomes a professional in some trades, it looks like he's cheating. Admire your work. Well, thank you very much. Jim Cooper says, the chocolate goes without saying, or so I thought. Senku, I'm going to go eat. I'm going to rewatch this later. Okay, I'm going to go eat. I'm going to rewatch this later. All right, we'll see you later, Senku. Breakaway Books. Hey, hello. Do you have any plans to make shorts? No, unless I'm absolutely forced to by lots of pressure. Okay, hint, hint. Though banal, they're a great way to introduce people to your long form content. No, they're not. They're people who watch shorts. They like watching only shorts. That's why they watch shorts, because they don't want to. I watch shorts because I don't want to watch the long form. The long form is too long. It's really long. Introduce them to the long format. Hi, how you doing, long format? Bye. I'm gonna go see the shorts. Okay, bye. That's what they do. And I don't like producing shorts, so I got just a few, right? Maybe I put some. I did do some short ones, but I only do those for my friends and family, and they're not Flintknapping related. And they go, that's it. You only got that much shorts? They'll watch an hour and a half of a bunch of shorts stringed together, but they won't watch an hour and a half long form. Tell me what's going on. Make it make sense. All right. So I only have plans to make shorts if enough people put pressure on me. Yeah. If it's just one or two guys, I don't know. I'll make one or two people happy, which is okay, I suppose. Alan Cole, Magdalenian sounds like Anobtanium. Midbar, a robot will be doing my third inaugural hernia surgery next month. Arizona has made it to the future. Oh, dang. It's not inaugural. The third inguinal hernia surgery. Ouch, that sounds bad. I'm wearing shorts right now, says Mike Mason. Yeah. But yeah, it's true what they say. I mean, I read research on the shorts because I didn't want to make them, so I want to get an excuse for not doing them. And sure enough, people who watch shorts, that's all they want to watch is that. That's it. They don't want long format. And for me, it's easier. I can make more money doing shorter videos. Like if I have a long format, hour and a half, if I break it up into 30-minute segments, I make about 30% more money. That's my observation. So I could be making more money if I just cut everything down to 30 minutes again. Before, when I was doing the 30-minute videos, it's because my camera couldn't handle enough capacity. It would shut off after 30 minutes. But now I can go 2 hours, 2.5 hours easily on my new phone. My new phone camera. Well, it's not new. It's fairly new. Yeah. But anyway, I read some research on how effective the short videos are. They're so much less profitable also. There's guys that have 500,000 views, 700,000 views, 1.2 million views on their shorts, and they make like maybe $15. They pay hardly anything. But if you get that many views on a long format video, business. That's what I'm talking about. I don't like the process of doing that. The journey to do that is such a hassle, but when I look at the destination, that's what's worth it for me. I can look at that and go, yeah. You made me do the journey that I don't like. But finally, I want to smash you for making me do that journey. Yes, I do. All right. So let's see. We can't do the super long barbs. Yeah, unfortunately. We can do some of the barbs. We can kind of do the barbs, but they're not going to be super long. Okay, I'm using a template in case you just tuned in, just to get an idea of where I should be. Yeah, see, these barbs actually extend past where they normally would. See how the base is supposed to be rounded like this. So I got the good preform, right? So that where the bottom of the base is rounded, and it shouldn't, these barbs shouldn't go past that arc. On this one they do, because I guess I trimmed the stem a little bit to make it look right. This one is like a batwing Montel where the barbs are much longer than they normally are. Just so you know. I'll be able to put barbs in it, but they're not going to be that long. Yeah. Going to be close. What am I doing here? Okay. But there's different kinds of Montels too. Yeah. Not all Montels are the same. Oh, excuse me. I got to stretch a little bit. I got my summer jeans on in there. They're smaller. They're not as loose as my winter jeans. I can wear long underwear under my winter jeans, but not these. These get uncomfortable after sitting in them a long time. Okay. I know. Just do the napping, dude. Just nap. No talking. I know. I heard it before. People tell me that all the time. When are you gonna nap, dude? Right now. I'm doing the napping. I'm doing it. Don't worry about it. Yep. Okay. It is good to work with something that's cooperative. Yeah. These little trimmings, they can get you in trouble. If you install little step fractures near the edge when you're trimming this stuff, preparing it for the notching, you can mess yourself up pretty good. All right. Where is my... So I got two notchers that I'm going to be using. I missed my steel ones. I could also use the notch-o-matic. I filed one to a point. See the notch-o-matic? I filed this one to a point to do the smaller notches, and I'll probably be using this one as I get deeper. And I also have a regular notch-o-matic. What's a notch-o-matic? It's weird. That's what it is. It's a weird notcher. That notches, that looks like you smack little fairies or something. Yeah, these little mischievous little fairies come around here. Gotcha. No, you'll see how they work. Let's see. Let's see. Mike Mason, I'm wearing shorts right now. Yep, I saw that one. Groin blowout, yeah. R. Snyder, did they make those points from antler or leg bones? They're mostly antler. I have some beautiful bone fish hooks found on Fort Ancient sites. Yeah. So, but the Magdalenian are European. Okay, just keep in mind they're from Europe. Jesse, hey guys, late to the party, late to the show. Sick as a dog with this respiratory virus. No fun. That's not good. John Foster, hello from Georgia. Hello. Yuri, Flintknapping does not bring financial stability. I'm thinking to switch to kidnapping. Any advice, book recommendations? Well, on Flintknapping, the best book for beginners on Flintknapping is this one here. That's why I got it out. Overstreet Indian Arrowheads, any version. You don't need to get the latest and greatest. This one is the 13th, right? But you can get the 12th edition from Danny Collins. I'm pretty sure. I think if you just Google the 12th edition Overstreet Indian Arrowhead Guide, it'll take you to where you need to be. Or just go to Barnes & Noble. Don't buy this anywhere else except Barnes & Noble. Or, like, I think Danny Collins has this on his website. I don't know. Or buy it from Flintknappers or people that sell rocks. Don't buy it from eBay or Amazon because the prices are ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, there might be a good price on eBay. Who knows? But I learned my lesson after a while to shop around. Don't buy any books on impulse because you're going to pay too much. If you just buy it on impulse, like, oh, that's that book I wanted. Click, pay, charge. And then later on you'll see, oh, I paid $114 for something I could have paid $30 for. Yeah. Impulse buying is not fun. It's not good. Let's see. Just nap, dude. Don't talk about impulse buying. You're not going to see what I'm doing anyway. Why do you want me to nap? You can't see. Just put a little divot in the bottom. You can't even see that. All right, so it's just going to progress slowly like this. Mike Tufts pad. I trimmed it for my own use. Maybe if I do it like this. Let's see how much time. We got one more hour or 55 minutes. We got 55 minutes. So I put a little divot in the bottom. See that? Just to start it out. It's not as big as this, but it's getting there. Yeah. And it depends on how the pressure flaker is going or how big it's going. It depends on how long the pressure flaker is. Okay. You can keep the notch going depending on how long the pressure flaker is. Now, once I reach the limit on the pressure flaker, I'll switch over to the notch-o-matic. And yes, I've got two notch-o-matics. And yes, I have more than this. I've got like 4 notch-o-matics. One of them is getting worn out pretty good. What do I do when they wear out? It's funny you should ask that question. I didn't even think of that. I'm thinking of doing, putting a piece in here that's like a tube with 2 set screws in it. I forget what they call it. It's called a union or something like that. One of my notch-o-matics is worn down quite a bit, so I'm thinking of just cutting it flat, inserting a union, tighten up one end with the set screw, and then inserting either a copper or steel tip or something that I can replace. So I'll have a union right there, and that's where I'll hold it to when I'm doing the little. Okay, so if I do that, I'll show it to you. I just gave you a little introductory warning, so to speak, so you'll know. Maybe you want to do it before I do. Yeah, because I take forever. It's easy to do it faster than I can do it. Yeah, you mentioned putting the union in there like 5 months ago, and where is it? Haven't done it yet, dude. But. Yeah. That's the way I roll. Yeah. Takes me forever to do stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it's the ADHD. I say maybe when I know that's what it is. So I'm starting with the little buck teeth, okay? Yeah. I think I'm missing some of the chat. I just saw a bunch of stuff. Let's see. I meant books on kidnapping. No, you didn't. Oh, Henry is only one I read so far. Let's see. What does notch-o-matic go for in price? I think they're $20. You get them from Ted Snyder. Ted Snyder. And the Snyder is Snider. Not this Snyder over here on this chat. Right? Right. R. Snyder spells his name differently. Let's see. Helen Cole, thumbs up. Mike Tufts, I hope it was easy for you to shape it, the hand pad. Yeah, I just cut it on my bandsaw. Yeah, it was, oval shaped. Well, no, it was half moon. Okay. It was half moon or semicircular. I just cut off those parts with the bandsaw. But I'll need to round off the edges. Yeah. Okay. I've got to be careful with this because it's very easy to mess up the Montel's buck teeth. If you don't do it right, they look goofy. Buck teeth look goofy as it is. But if you mess up the Montel's buck teeth, it's really bad. It looks really bad. I'm in a weird position. I usually don't nap like this, but I'm in this position so I can reach over easily. So don't adopt this posture, boys and girls. My back's already hurting. Okay. I found some glass bottles today at the recycle center. Today is recycle center day for us, Wednesdays. I found some big old liquor bottles that were green. Big ones. I need to show them to you. I didn't bring them in here. Anyway, they have a big old dumpster with glass bottles slated for recycling. So I snuck in there. It was high enough so I can reach in there and grab those 3 big liquor bottles. Don't ask me what it is because I don't know. It's not Jägermeister. I don't think. I could be wrong on that. Okay, so I started all the notchings, right? So now it's the notch-o-matic's turn to finish these out. Okay, I just have to make sure I get the right proportions on these teeth down here at the base, and make sure they're thin. I don't know why the Montels were so thin down here on the base, but they were. Okay, so now I've got to focus on getting this ready for the notch-o-matic. Okay. What do I miss? $5. You already gave me another $5. Guys, Patrick can get into a Guinness Book of Most Famous Flint Knappers. Show your appreciation. Most famous, yeah. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to ever compete with lava blades. Let's see what it says here. Hey, Jesse, remember to smash the like button this time. Awesome. Andrew says, nachos. Yes, yes, I have nachos. I want a copper nail notch-o-matic. Rounded, less. Let's modify. Can you? Angle a notch-o-matic and do almost indirect like flake? Or notches only? Yeah, you can do indirect with this. You can hit the sides. If it's not a spatula tool, if it's just like rounded, you can do those. You can do a side punch and knock off indirect percussion flakes. You can do that on the side of the point. Let's see if I can figure this out. How to show you. If you do this with the notch-o-matic at a certain angle, you can hit flakes into the piece, into the workpiece, just like a regular indirect punch. If you've ever used a vertical punch where you're, well, I don't have nothing to, yeah, if you use something like this as a vertical punch, put it on the side of your workpiece and hit it, you can do it. You can do punch work this way. Take a nail, okay, and it doesn't have to be notching. And you can do the same thing with a notch-o-matic with a flat end, just like the nail flat end. You can do that with this all day long. You can get good at it. What's the angle here? 52.6. Yeah. All right. Whenever you ask me what the angle is, it's always the same answer. And that's my final answer. Yeah. Okay. Is it possible to put a lathe chuck on this nacho thingy? Oh yeah. Anything you want to do on it. It's just a 1/4 inch piece of metal, or it's a little metal rod. I don't know what is this. It's probably in millimeters. Let's see. It's like 5 millimeter, or no. Let me see. It's almost 5 millimeter, and it's 3/16. It's a little bit less than a 1/4 inch. Okay, so you can find a 3/16 inch union, whatever they call those, that has 2 set screws. Some of them have 4 set screws, whatever you want, and you can just attach different tips, or a lathe thing, whatever you called it. Yeah, people are already going, lathe chuck. You could put a chuck on here, yeah, as long as it fits on a 3/16 inch rod. You can, put a lathe chuck in it that has it has the ability to cinch down different sizes of bits. Yeah, easy peasy. Except you got to deal with the added weight. Okay, if you put a lathe chuck on here and you're thinking that you're going to get the same amount of force hitting inward, you're not, because you have extra mass now, which means you have to bring this back way further, and that could wear out your spring more easily. Okay, you have to pull that way back to overcome the extra mass now on the notch-o-matic. Let's see. It's my favorite sound. Okay. Danny Collins sells notch-o-matics. Awesome. The crack pop of knapping. Yes. I was thinking you shaped the neoprene rubber. On this one, I did not. Let's see. Yeah, Mike, I did not shape the neoprene rubber on this one. You had sanded this down already. What is that in there? Piece of obsidian. Yep. It's a piece of obsidian in there. pad. Big old piece. Anyway, yeah, you made that domed that way and this way, which is perfect. I just had to cut it smaller so I could use it more easily. All right, when am I going to start napping again? When you leave, have you left yet? When you leave, I'll start napping. Yep. There we go. See, the bottom of the notches have to be just right in order to start the notch-o-matic. Okay. And you can see this done on regular videos. You won't be able to see exactly the positioning or the angle. But remember, angle is always 52.6 degrees. Yep. People are going to hate me for that. They're going to hate me. Why do you do that? Because I like it when people hate me. Yeah, you do. Nacho just bit a chunk out. See that? But it's scary because that thing can take off the barb so easily. And there's an undetached flake in there. You can never tell. There it is. See how it took off some of the barb? See that? It's very powerful. You got to watch it. So, luckily, it didn't take off more than that. But yeah, with very little effort, you can do notching. I usually do it on my leg, yeah, because it really doesn't shock anything except the stone. There's one piece. So I just popped that one out, which is good, very good. Well, I've used this on the close-up videos or the first-person view, first-person shooter, right? First-person view, whatever they call it. I'm trying to remember. In gaming, there's a name for when you see what the operator sees. Or in my case with the napper, I usually film what I can see from my view. So you can copy it. It's going to want me to blow out that notch. It's already telling me, I'm not going to let you do anything unless you're going to blow out that notch. Yeah, I'm not going to cooperate unless you're doing something that's going to blow that notch out of there. I hate it when it does that. So I'm going to have to figure out how to sneak up on it. I got to make it thinner. Yep. Okay. See, when I was using the notch-o-matic just then, it wasn't doing anything. It's because it wants me to blow out that notch. Don't mean to blow out that barb. Get rid of that barb. It doesn't like that barb in there. Yeah. Nacho doesn't like when you do fancy stuff. Nope. That's not going to work either. Let me see what I'm going to do. I tried to thin it from the side. Try to thin that just in front of the notch. Hit it from the side view, but it's not going to work. It did a little flake right there. Trying to get behind this notch with thinness, but it just did a little flake because it doesn't want me to thin down that notch path because it wants me to get rid of the barb. Yes, it does. I know what you want to do. I know you do. Okay. All right. Let's see now. Of course, this is too short. Yeah. Dang it. So you can tell that it's not flaking. I'm just rubbing the side. If you rub it enough, it stalls and you can't do anything. There we go. So I just pushed off a flake into this area to thin it down. And it did work after all. After many attempts and almost stalling it. Let's get rid of the little step there. So this process of notching it, it's just a slow, careful process. You see? Eventually it'll work. But I should have resharpened and re-put new tips on these, on all my pressure flakers. What did I miss? Let's see. Ellen Cole, time for the 1 halftime show, Patrick. Yeah. Andrew says, Wes should do the Puppy Bowl halftime show. No. R. Snyder, Scott, I like the shorts. Also, any videos about artifacts and Flintknapping? Yeah. Let's see. Pretty sweet, like button smashing today. Yes, yes. Lots of people are smashing that button. Jesse, you could make a copper one in about 20 minutes, says Mike Tufts. I bought one in it's a very simple design. Yeah. These notch-o-matics are very simple in design. And Ted actually gave me extra springs too. So I have like 4 notch-o-matics and about 4 extra springs. So I'm set for a long time. Ventilation? No ventilation. Nope. I'm in my house. I usually nap in my shop. I'm in my house so that I can be next to my router so I can do a live stream. Yeah, I can't be outside in my shop doing live streams because my Wi-Fi doesn't reach reliably to my shop. It does reach up there, but not reliably. Yeah, so I had to be literally right under my router. It's right above my refrigerator. This is my refrigerator. Okay, that's why I had to be inside. And there's no ventilation, but when I'm outside, there is ventilation because the shop is not completely enclosed. There's wind that goes through there. If you want to be fully safe, you have to wear a respirator or at least a mask. But respirators are the ones that are going to actually work. Hutchie says hello. Mac Bales, Dan Collins has a book for about $28. I got a 15th edition of Books A Million recently for $35. All right, well, Books A Million. Haven't heard that one before. Let's see. Patrick is too shy to ask, but Birdie told me that he set a goal for 5 super chats on Friday's live stream. 56.2 on Thursdays, yeah. F power on Nacho, yeah. First person view, JF Baird says, yeah. First person view. What did I say before? I can't remember what I said before. Jesse, but I don't know. For $5, you can't even get a cup of coffee. I can't understand why such a prophet can't support. Why such a prophet can't get support on live streams. Yeah, what's up? Let's see, Jeff Baird first. Bushy says, what's Patrick making? Just got on the PC at home. Just now? Someone wanted a Montel, one of these things. So I'm making one. But I'm in the process. And I'm annoying everyone that wants to see only napping. And I'm doing it on purpose. Yeah. 72 degrees is very nice. Yeah. Checking in. Rockin' Pops Adventures. Hey. Russ Wellman. Nacho works best for me on step fractures. I seem to knock the barbs off. It's pretty powerful. Yeah. Fancy Goblet. Yeah, I like I like goblets like this because they're easy to hold. Yeah. Yeah. Fancy. All right, so where is my... Oh, right there. I thought I was holding my pad. Where's my pad? Okay, so let's get back to finishing this out. Someone say, finally, there's napping. Even if I can't see it, I want napping only. I thought you left already. People that want to see napping, I thought they left already. Yeah. No, they haven't. They're hanging around making sandwiches. They're doing their housework. What are they doing? Watching live streams all day. Some of you guys are at work. I won't tell. Nope, I will not tell anybody. Your secret is safe with me. Turn down the volume because they might hear you. Yep, they might hear me. So this is just a matter of simple pressure flaking. This kind of stuff you'll see much easier on the first person view videos. And this is not the way I normally nap. Normally I'd be sitting like, hold on. Be sitting like this and napping like this. Yeah, this is my normal posture. I don't know how it shows up on the live stream. Yeah, this is too short to do those deep notches, so I'm going to have to use notch-o-matic. And I might have to use the file as well, just so it makes it easier. I have not installed these notches. I just wanted to use a notch-o-matic the file to roughen up a little bit so the notch-o-matic won't crush the edge. Yeah. Where are you? Can't escape that easily. See? And then you go back in and roughen it up again for the next flake. Hopefully the next flake. Yes. It's still too thick right there. Yeah, this is the tricky part. I have a really thick area. See where it almost took off the barb earlier? It dished it out and scooped it out too much. So somehow I got to get rid of that scooped out area. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. If I can take a pressure flaker from the side and get rid of that, that would make everything much easier. It'd make the notching much easier. There's not much to go. 31, I got 29 minutes. That's the That's not going to do it. All right, see, so what I'm doing is putting a lot of pressure on the side here where the barb is, pushing inward. Try to thin out that area just in front of the notch. And it's not working all that great. So I put a lot of extra pressure on there right now, and I took out a big bite from the edge. Oh well. And I'm not doing this because I need to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. If I'm down here like this, I can't see. Hold on. It's raw chert, so everything is harder. Yeah, see, it wants me to take bites out. See that? I just took that one out right there. That's how hard I need to press on it just to get a flake. Where is the... Yeah. So I'll stop doing the pressure flaker stuff in a minute. I'm just going to go with what I got, make doodle with what I got. Yeah. Not like that. You can kind of tell when the pressure flakes end up in a step fracture, I think, just by the sound of it. If it's a nice clean snap, you know it's a good one. But if there's like a, oops. If it's not a clean snap, but if it's a dull snap, dull snaps mean step fracture. Yeah. All right, so the sides are okay. It's going okay. And now I just got to try to finish out these notches without ruining it. Let's see, where am I? Let's see here. Let's see, I missed a bunch of stuff. After Indiana Jones moves, I'm afraid to drink from goblets. ASMR napping sounds, it's an addiction. Yeah. Yep, at work. Yes, you're at work, but we're working remotely today. Aren't you lucky? What are your plans for St. Patrick's Day? Nothing. Whenever there's a special day, I always make sure I do nothing. Yeah, that's the way I celebrate. I'm going to take the dog out at 4 p.m. Sneak a beer too. Yeah. Awesome. It's like the Holy Grail goblet. Yeah. It's got this, it's glass. It's got these nubs on it, so it's easy to hold. You know, it's very old design, so actually, right? Barely remembered. Hello, Ed Gould says he barely remembered. Good plan, Frodo. Montel Williams point. Yeah. See, Grail was not fancy according to George Lucas. Oh, yeah. Got any Flintknapping jokes? Go ahead, take a crack at it. What is that tool? A spring? Roy Browski. This is a notch-o-matic sold by Ted Snyder. It's got a spring and it's a spring punch. Not like a set punch. This is a specially made tool. Okay. For flint nappers. I think they're $20 each. Or two for like $30, something like that. I don't know. You have to ask Ted. But I think Danny Collins has these on his website. Lithics and Leather. Danny Collins, Lithics and Leather. Also known as Flintknapping Traditions with S.com. Okay. I'm working on the Montel point right now. I'm going to try to make these notches deeper without ruining it. Yeah. That's the hard part. It's easy to ruin these things. Did I finish reading the comments? I don't think I did. What else is it? What is that tool? A spring? Yeah, it's a notch-o-matic. Afternoon, guys and gals. Brennan's here. Alan Cole. Okay, time to apply the tanning solution to the yoke. Yep, multitasking. Proto Joe, Brendan, hello there. What was the Clovis people's favorite instrument? The flute. Yes, that was very plain looking Grail. Choose well. Yep. Let's see. Alan Cole says, nice, Snyder. Jesse says, why the distant, the land bridge across the road? Why did the such and such didn't the land bridge across the road? I don't know. Alan, what's your point? Josiah Martinez says, what's your point? It's a Montel. Jesse says, dumb Flintknapping jokes, yes. Dumb Flintknapping jokes are okay. Ed Gould says that spring is for notching. Yeah, it can be used for any kind of punching, vertical punching. Should have said, why didn't the land bridge get to the other side? Yeah. Let's see. You ever work with raw hide, like dog chew bones? You can do a lot of things with rawhide. Yeah, the thing about the dog chew bones made from rawhide is I think that rawhide is boiled for a long period of time, because I've soaked those chew bones in water and unraveled the rawhide, but the rawhide is always weak after you've soaked it and strung it up. It's weak compared to ones that I had prepared myself. So I think the rawhide chew bones are boiled first, which messes with the consistency of the rawhide. Ancient Native Americans introduced the step fraction tax to reduce step fractions. Rock and Pop's Adventures, you are the best dressed napper out there. Really? I don't think so. Where am I here? Why did the flint napper fall down? He tripped on a step. Mac Bale says, I put copper in a notch-o-matic, but it mushrooms because of the steel portion attached to the spring. I see. Hey, Rockin' Pops, new follower. Okay, so in order to get, I don't know how to overcome the mushrooming on the copper. Mac Bales, try to make it all from copper, excluding the spring. Yeah, Mike's suggestion. Make it everything from copper. What's up, Crafty? Your box of Tallahassee is in the mail. Awesome. Thanks, Outcast. Metal? Yes. Thank you very much. I'll be looking. People want me to nap some quartzite or some quartz. There it goes. There I go. I'm going to be napping Tallahassee. It is quartzite, not quartz. I'm afraid to do anything else with these notches, but I gotta do it. It doesn't seem wise to be napping on this when I don't want to. Why don't I want to? It's because it's getting too dicey. Without perfect conditions, I'm just depending on luck now. And this is starting to mushroom already. I had actually filed it down so I can hit on a step fracture not long ago. It's not the type of edge you want for notching. I do use these notch-o-matics in other videos. I just don't have a list of videos that you can easily click on. Like, there's no index for my videos. No table of contents. You just have to search Jack Crafty notch-o-matic or something. I think that might bring it up. Because you can't see what I'm doing. All you can see is me doing this part, which I suppose you can't see during a regular video. It doesn't take much. So yeah, when I was messing with the side here, taking flakes off, I did manage to thin out just behind that notch. So this flake finally popped a nice pop out there. Yeah. Very nice. And I'll do a nice pop out on the other side. Look at the difference between this pop out, which is nice, and on the other side, not so nice. But hopefully this next pop out would clean that up. All right? All right. I'm roughing up the bottom of the notch so that the notch-o-matic will have somewhere to seat without crushing. There we go. This flake broke up, but you can kind of see. Voila. Popped out. Cleaned up a bunch of that mess in there. Okay. All right. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Nice. Nice. Wonderful. Wonderful. Does it always work? No. Sometimes you'll blow out the barb. And all that time you spent will be wasted. That's just the law of the West. Yeah. So I'm going to use a file just so I can get through this thick area. It's not stalled, it's just very thick. When I file the bottom of it, I don't need to use as much force to remove the next flake. Yeah, the danger is using too much force. If you use too much force, it can ruin the whole thing. And I still didn't do it. Even with the filing, still didn't do it. Oh well. It doesn't want to be notched. No. It's tough raw stone. It's raw chert. Where's my file? So it's wearing out the tip easily. Gotta have nice sharp corners on the tip of the tool. See, it's flat on the top with sharp corners, but they're not perfect 90s. Okay. It's a little bit stronger when they're not perfect 90s. 90-degree angles. Sometimes it doesn't do anything. That's when it gets scary, because then you have to say, I'm going to pull it back even more. And didn't do anything, so I got to use a little bit more force. I don't want to use more force than that. Hold on. If I use more force than that, it will snap. So I'm using this spatula tool, but this is filed down for obsidian, so it's going to be bending a lot. Yeah. Why is bending a lot bad? Because if it bends while I'm pushing on it, it'll go to one side or the other and snap off ear, or barb if it goes to one side or the other. Okay? I'm going to have to probably take that file and really go to town. So it doesn't break on the video. Any more force and it'll break. So just hold on while I... And it is cheating to use the file, okay? But sometimes you got to do it. Just so I can get in there. Where am I? To pop out a flake on the other side. It's very thick on the other side, even when I tried to thin it out earlier. And there's some step fracturing going on inside the notch too. These issues pop up more with raw chert than with heat treat. Okay. That was a really big, very dicey hit. See that? I was not comfortable with that. Luckily, it only went that far. Luckily. Yes. I don't like depending on luck. Where's my other one? Let's see, what did I miss? Notch-o-matic is making me think about firing pins. Oh, yes. Let's see, I've got to go back. Let's see here. Woot, smell my, I don't know, Charles Land. I made a billet out of a piece of shale and sanded it smooth for knapping glass. That's interesting. Shale. I would think that would break up into little layers. Hey, Crafty, you know what? I have a quartz mine in Mount Ida, Arkansas. Really? Right down the way from the Wagner mine. Wow. One must wonder what you could make of some of these. Yeah. Charles, you can make a video and show us some of that quartz. Maybe someone will buy some from you. Charles Land. I live 5 hours away and it's not used. I run it on Hip Camp. Let folks camp. Interesting. I gotta try that one of these days. Go to a campsite that's on hip camp in this case, right? I've tried some other camping sites, some camping websites that recommend where to camp on people's land, but they're always too far from me or they're in sketchy areas. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Charles Land says, I got some goodies. Roy says, I see a little deep. Let's see. How might one donate stones? Just send me an email to jackcrafty2@gmail.com. Jackcrafty2, the number 2, @gmail.com. And then we can exchange addresses and stuff. Yeah, you can. I'll give you the address where you can send it. Yeah. Or you can talk to anyone else on here that might want some. Ed Gould, is this where all the flakes hang out? Oh, yes. Flakes are hanging out in the comments section for sure. Charles says, make folks cry napping on some stuff. Yeah. Notch-o-matic is making me think about firing pins. Okay, I got to that point. Crafty naps out with, I don't understand what that means. Crafty naps out with wiener out? No. Yeah. Charles is trolling me. Frodo Joe, anyone, his name's Bushy. Anyone ever try spring-loaded prick punch? I carried one at the FD for popping windows out of cars. Yeah, I've tried those spring-loaded punches that you can just buy on Amazon or whatever. They're way too powerful. Now, if you've got very difficult stone, I suppose it'll work. But I would not try it. They're just way too powerful. These notch-o-matics are much weaker than those prick punches. Well, Frodo Joe, no, although there are tons of things that would make great tools. Let's see. Roy, Nacho, average stone. Yeah. I got a chance to shoot my old SMW 32 pistol today. Awesome. Smith & Wesson. Charles Land. Someone's asking me. Ed, are you Canadian? Charles says, just think of all the chip making goodies you could conceive of. Yeah. Let's see. I'm reading down here. You guys are talking to each other, which is good. Let's see. Let's see, Charles Land. Sorry, Jack. Yeah, you're trolling me, Charles, with these not so family friendly comments. Let's see, Mike Mason. What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino? You know that one already. The tools, man. Let's see. Fertile Joe, the tools, man. The tools, the right one would have folks making their own hunting points. Like a kit. Hey, Jack, for indirect percussion, you use copper rods? Yeah, these are copper rods. I get these on eBay. The smaller one is 5/16 diameter. Larger one's 3/8 inch diameter. They both start at 12 inches long. But as you can see, they wear down. The smaller one, I've been using a more pronounced or sharper tip on one side and a round end on the other side. This 3/8 one, I just use rounded on both sides. But I'm going to make one where I have a spatula tool on one of these so I can start notching with indirect percussion. Like here, it's taking me forever to notch this Montel. But with indirect percussion notching, I can do it much faster. Not this kind of, this is also indirect percussion notching. It's punch notching with a spring activated or spring loaded punch. That is also indirect, but I'm talking about horizontal indirect. This is a vertical indirect. Let's see. Charles, I carry one obsidian aero hunting, but use range points mostly. I just post my folding obsidian knife on my Flickr page. Alrighty. Got to figure a modern point that any can make. Lest you get stuck in the Stone Age. I speak more to kits you should find in Walmart. Let's see. It would take a crafty jack to form such a thing. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. How much time we got left? We got 2 minutes left. Let me see if I can finish out most of this. The notching on the Montel here. You already saw that was a big advance in the notching there when I just popped out that big pop out. Yeah, that was really good. It'll allow me to get into the other side and punch out a little bit deeper. Here we go. Yep, here we go. That's it. I feel like I'm getting lucky with almost every strike. All right, see that? No, you can't see it. Wait till it drops out. I'm such a spaz. But it came out of this spot here. Right there. So there's good pop outs all the way around. Okay? That's what I wanted to see. Nice pop outs all the way around. Okay, so finish out the notches. All that's left to do now is sharpen the edges. So the notches are in. That's as deep as I want to go. I could do the central notch a little bit deeper, I suppose. Try one little pop out. Yeah. Just a little pop out in the middle. I could go a little deeper than that, maybe, but that's good enough. Yeah. Okay, so let's straighten the sides out a little bit. All right, so I'm going to end the live stream here in a little bit. Let me finish this out, and then I'll end the live stream. It's supposed to go from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. in case you're just joining. I usually stop at 4 p.m. Yeah. The Montels are not that easy to do. It's not easy to get that proportion correct. And it's not the same as this, okay? This is a little bit exaggerated, but I think you get the idea. The real ones look similar to this one, to the one I just did. This is more of a stylized version. Let's see. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more on the edges. Yeah. Sharpen them up a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Just a little bit more. Let's see. Charles Land is commenting quite a bit. What did I miss? Says Roy says I can basically only get a hold of glass for napping. Yeah, it's okay. Glass is okay. It's as if it really dances. Roy, Fertile Joe says, Roy, toilet tank and tiles from Lowe's. Yeah, you can buy floor tiles from Lowe's. The porcelain high grade floor tiles from Lowe's and Home Depot can be napped. Just make sure you get them as thick as possible and get floor tiles, not wall tiles. You can also nap toilet tank or any kind of porcelain. Let's see, Charles Land, absolutely by design, built on the back of most brutal struggle for survival itself and endless time. We are life soldiers, not a burden anyway. Charles, let's see, thought you were leaving. Hang it up and go for a soda. Yeah. They call this thing the protein paradox. It says it takes longer than you believe. Universe. I don't know what you're going on about there, Charles. I don't understand. Okay, Bushy, we'll see you later. It's beer time. Yes, it is. As soon as I finish this point, I'll end the live stream. In 5 more minutes. Let's see. It's dog walking time? Oh, okay. I found a really weird flint on the railroad. Yeah, try it out and see. All right, Ross Wellman says goodbye. I just did one pass on this side. See that? So I'm going to do 4 of those passes. I could just finish it out on video. The most important thing is to get the base correct, and that is correct. And it's the first stage Montel. As they get resharpened, the barbs get pointier. Okay? So I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to end the live stream. We'll leave it at that. Okay, guys? Can't see. I'll just try to show you the end product. I just did a pass on this side here. Right there. The pass of flakes. And I was going to do 4 of those passes to get it finished up. And I'll constrict the point a little bit more so it's got some concavity on each side. Okay? That's that side. And that's that side. I think that's side B and that's side A. Something like that. Notch-o-matic worked out pretty good, actually. Yep. Raw root beer chert. Let's see. Translucency. There it is. Awesome. See that? That's a good thing about root beer, the translucency. All right. We'll see you later, guys. I'll finish that up on another video. I might post it tonight or it might be tomorrow. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Mike says looking good. All right, thanks. All right, yeah, later. See you later, everybody. Thank you very much. Next live stream is Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 to 10 p.m. And it's just question and answer. There's no napping on the Fridays. It's just Q&A and whatever you want to talk about. Okay? All righty. See you on the next video.